All right, welcome back to Foundations 30. I am just going to do this quick little review of the rules of Sodoku just in case you forget them. So remember that in Sodoku, you use the digits depending how big the grid is. So basically, if you look, there is a larger grid, like the large grid, and inside of that, there are smaller grids, and this has 4 spaces in it. So we're going to use the digits 1 to 4 in this puzzle. And you can have no repetition of the digits 1 to 4 in each square, or in each row, or in each column. Okay, so you need to have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so when you're playing Sudoku, I mean, obviously you kind of want to start where there are already some digits in place. So I would start either here or here. And I kind of look and go, okay, I've got a 2 and a 3, which means I need also to have a 1 and a 4 in this row here, or column, I guess it is, in this column here. And I have a 3 and a 4 here. So I can't have repetition. So this one can't be a 4. That means that the 4 has to go in that spot right there. So I put in my 4, and that means that this one has to be a 1, right? And then you can kind of do the same idea over on this side. If this is a 3 and a 4, I know that I need a 1 and a 2 up here. And this one cannot be a 2 because that would be repetition there. So that means the 2 has to go in that spot, which makes that one the 1. So we'll jot those in there. So there's my 2 and there's my 1. Okay, now within each like kind of square or box, I'm just gonna kind of highlight. So if I want to look, say, at this box, and I mean, there's no right or wrong way, you just kind of go based on whatever you see. So I know that I need the digits 1 to 4 in there. So I need to have a 1 and a 2 in these two boxes here. This one can't be a 1 because there's a 1 there already. So my 1 must be in that one, which means this has to be my 2, right? Oops, sorry, I forgot I was using red. 1 and 2. Okay, and then if I look across each of the rows, I need to have the digits 1 to 4. So I look across here and go, well, I'm missing a 3, so that must be a 3 there. And in the row above that, I'm missing a 2, so that's got to be a 2 there. Okay, now, I mean, again, whatever you see, you just have to kind of fill it in. So when I look at this, I see that I've got a 1 and a 2 here, so I need a 3 and a 4 up here. This can't be a 3 because I've got a 3 there. So this must be my 3, and this must be my 4. And then here I can see that I'm missing a 1 and a 4. Well, I already have a 1 in the second one, so this must be my 4 and my 1. Okay, so those, like the 4-digit ones, are pretty easy. I'm just going to go down here and we'll take a look at this one that goes to 6. So when I look at the kind of inner bolded portions here, I can see that there are 6 squares in there, which means I'm going to use the numbers 1 to 6. So again, to get started, I normally go to somewhere that has a lot filled in. So when I look at this row, I notice that basically everything's there except for the number 1. So clearly this is going to be a 1 right there. And then we kind of have to go by process of elimination. So I also notice that there's quite a bit in this row here. So 1, 2, I'm missing a 3. There's my 4 and my 6. I'm missing a 3 and a 5. So I know that these two places have to be a 3 and a 5. Well, this can't be a 3 because there's already 3 there. So my 3 must go down in the bottom, which means that my 5 is there. Okay, and we just kind of fill in as we go. So let's see what else I can do. So I've got, what else has kind of got a lot going on. So in this, let's look at maybe this box here because there are only 2 empty spots in there. So I'm missing the digits 1 and 2 from this box. I have 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm missing 1 and 2. Well, I know that this cannot be a 1 because that's a 1. So that means that my 1 has to go in the bottom here, and this would be 2. Okay, so that has been taken care of. Now let's look down, I don't know, maybe in this bottom corner box. We'll start there. So let's see, I am missing a 1, a 3 and a 6. Okay, well, I know that the 3 can't be in either of these two spots because there's a 3 there. So that means that the 3 has to go there. Okay, and I'm missing a 1 and a 6. So when I look at it, I know that these two have to be a 1 and a 6, but I'm not really sure which is which because I can't rule anything out. So you can either leave it blank, or sometimes what I do is I will just jot a little tiny 1 and a 6. Like I know that those are my options. Those have to be a 1 or a 6 there. And then we just go elsewhere in the puzzle. So let's maybe look up at the top here. So in this one, I am missing a 1 and a 2 and a 6. So I'm going to see if I can get rid of anything. Well, I know that this can't be a 1. So my 1 has to be in one of these two spots up here. I can't rule out my 2 anywhere because there's no 2s anywhere here. So this could be a 2, this could be a 2, this could be a 2. I know that my 6, so, I can't have a 6 up here because there's a 6 across there, which means this one has to be my 6. Okay, so that's my 6 there. So now I can erase this option because I know that that's not what it's going to be. So I know that's my 6. So I know that those are going to be a 1 and a 2. Okay, maybe now we could look across this guy here because there are only 2 empty spots. So let's see what I'm missing. Here's my 1. So I'm missing a 2 and a 4. Well, I know that my 2 cannot go here because I've got a 2 there. So that means my 2's at the end over here. And there's my 4. And by doing that now, when I look at this box here, I am missing only 2 things there. I'm missing a 3 and a 5. Well, I can't have a 3 there. So that means that this is my 3, this is my 5. And now it's starting to fill in. It'll go quite quickly now. So here I've got 4 things I need. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm missing 5 and 6. Well, I can't have this be a 5. So my 5 is here. This is my 6, leaving me with only one thing to put in this row across here, which is a 1. And here's a 4. And double check that it works in both directions. No repetition, no repetition. Okay. Let's look across here maybe. So I'm missing I've got my 1, I'm missing my 2 and my 4 here. Well, this one can't be a 4. So that means that the 4 has to go here, and that's going to be my 2. And in the row above it, you got 1, 2. So I'm missing my 3 and my 5. So this one will have to be my 3 and my 5. And so also, kind of in the meantime there, so I put in a 2 here. Remember my options here were 1 or 2. So now I know that it cannot be a 2, and it has to be the 1. So that is going to be a 1, which means that the one next to it has to be a 2. So I'll erase those options, and that'll probably help us at the bottom here. Now this one can't be the 1. So it has to be the 6. And then the one next to it has to be the 1. Okay, so this guy right here is my 1. Okay, so you just kind of go where there is a lot happening and try and figure out. And if you aren't 100% sure, like I said, you can either leave it blank and go somewhere else or put those little digits in the corner. So anyway, that is a review of Sodoku puzzles. You can go ahead and practice. I've got another one with 4, one with 6, and then on the back there are 2 that go to 9.